Welcome to the 2030 Walnut Hills High School class president debate. I'm PJ Verada, your moderator. Yeah, and the first question we'll be starting off with is if you would like to introduce your name, position, and platform. You have 30 seconds. Tara. Okay, we'll be starting with you. Your time starts now.
Hi, my name is Tahari Fernanda-Pizarro. I am currently in 7th grade and I am running for Student Congress 8th grade president. You should vote for me because I have what it takes to make the next year even better than this year. I am committed to our success and want to hear what everyone has to say. I would like to make the pep rallies more interactive and not just some kids watching others. I would like to include other teams that aren't just for sports, like academic teams and different clubs.
Okay. Sorry, time. Okay, Silas Dronin, your time starts now.
Hi, my name is Silas Dronin. I'm 7th grade, running for 8th grade StuCo president. I would really love this position. I've been planning all my life since I was 5. It's a great passion to have. I love doing what I do, and I feel that I should be president because I can make such a difference. I have new ideas for the Twilight Ball, Boogie Bash, and Junior High Tailgate, including new activities, concessions, and overall a better time.
That's your time.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
We're going to pause real quick. If you're here to watch the debate, please come in and grab a seat and a seat. If you're in the hallway because you want to debate or you're watching debates, please feel free to come in. All right.
Okay. Okay, Sabrina Diaz, your time begins now.
Hi, I'm Sabrina Diaz, and I'm running for 8th grade class president. My platform focuses on improving the 8th grade student body experience by hosting various fundraisers for different events like Twilight Ball, Boogie Bash, Junior High Tailgate, and more. I'm also going to create fun spirit weeks, host movie nights, and other engaging events throughout the year. I'll also make sure that all 8th graders' voices are equally heard.
Okay, thank you. Okay. For this next question, you have 60 seconds to answer. The question is, in what ways does your platform differentiate you from other campaigns, past and present?
I think that it is important because it allows other people who don't necessarily have time to run for these positions to have a voice and to have a voice. I would like to have a suggestion box that is more accessible because if there is a suggestion box, I either haven't seen it, and if there was one, I don't think that it would really be answered. And I think that that's really important for people to know that that's like an option, because I know people who have wanted to say things and they just don't know where to go and don't have the connections.
Okay, thank you. Okay. And Silas Dronin, your time starts now.
I think that my platform is different than others because I have loved making changes for everyone. I believe that everyone has a voice and they deserve to be heard. I believe that by opening up our minds to other people, it can give such a greater advantage to the students and their choices. I really, really love to help others, and helping others is these events. These events are so engaging to our community, and I believe that people have the best times here and make new friends and have...
So you have 30 seconds to introduce your name, position, and platform.
Oh,
there you go. Yes.
Hello, my name is Emma Landon, and I am running for president. And through this, I hope to make Walnut Hills a better atmosphere for everybody, because it's generally just hard for everybody, and I hope that we can make it a better place together.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So both of you, okay. So we're on our second question. That was the first question. We're on our second question. If you can pass them, yes. So Sabrina, just to remind you of your question, it is, in what ways does your platform differentiate you from other campaigns, past and present? You have 60 seconds, and your time starts now.
My platform differentiates me from other campaigns because I will ensure that our fundraisers are very successful, and I'm going to host engaging events for the grade that occur year-round. I'm also going to work to create an even more supportive community for the 8th grade next year and foster a sense of fellowship and connection between all students.
Okay, if you could, you have the, okay, perfect. Did you hear, would you like a refresher of the question?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in what ways does your platform differentiate you from other campaigns, past and present? 60 seconds, and your time begins now.
So I would like to make sure that we can all be somewhat successful in the future, because in all, that is the reason why we are at school, and I hope that we all can achieve our goals and dreams for life. And I will just try my hardest to make that possible. And I've learned resilience from other campaigns that I've already gone through, so I will really just pull through and try my hardest.
Thank you. Okay, so our next question, yeah, can you pass the mic back then? Thank you. Okay, our next question is, what experience or goals will you bring to the team beyond StuCo? You have 30 seconds, and
Can you repeat the question?
yes, sorry.
one more time?
So, what experience or goals will you bring to the team beyond StuCo? So, this can be a little ambiguous. I think what it's asking is, what else are you involved in that's going to help you excel at StuCo? Your time begins now.
So since I could, I have always been a part of student council in my elementary school, and in 3rd grade that meant making videos to show how students could act because it was COVID. In 4th grade, that was my personality really kind of, I think, came out because that was I made a song and I sang it, and I think that really boosted my confidence in terms of later years. And in 5th and 6th grade, that was my actually being in charge. And in lacrosse, which is a sport
Sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off. Okay, thank you. Okay, 30 seconds. Your time begins now.
For every chance that I had, I've been involved with any form of leadership. I have done so much, whatever was up to my ability. I have done, whether it was a little speech in front of my class or setting up auditoriums for any assemblies. I love this job. I have been inspired by so many people, and they've done such a great work, and I want to continue that. I believe that students have such a great time, and I always see them with a grin. I dare you to find someone without a grin at one of our school events, and I want to make that.
Sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off. Okay, thank you. 30 seconds. Your time begins now.
Past leadership experience I have includes co-planning a grade-wide party at my previous school and even earning a big sponsor for it. I was also part of my elementary school's student council, and I helped plan major school-wide events. This taught me how to collaborate and take initiative effectively, and I've also been part of Fashion Club, which taught me how to think creatively and innovatively, and yeah.
Thank you. Excuse me. 30 seconds. Your time begins now.
Okay. So I have always tried to set an example, and I've always been in student council for as long as I could. I've always ran, but sadly I did not win. However, that has taught me resilience for the future. And I always try to work my hardest for the future and to just make life better in the future. And then I also always try to, well, I'm a runner, and I feel like that's taught me a lot of resilience because it's you and yourself, and it's all mental.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can you pass the mic back down to the beginning? Thank you. Okay. So our next question is, why are you the best candidate for class president? You have 30 seconds as well. Yes, you have 30 seconds. Your time begins now.
I think I'm the best candidate for class president because of my values. I would definitely like to make a real change, because you can always say what you want to say about making a change, but you won't necessarily do it. For example, I was looking into ILT when I read that I had been allowed to run, and I think that it really aligns with my values, and I would like to join it in the future. And I think that I would like to I think that I want to make people realize that they don't have to not make their own changes happen.
Okay, thank you. 30 seconds, your time begins now.
I think I'm the best candidate because of my happiness and energy. I love making a difference in the society. And by making a difference in the society, I have to step up to leadership. And stepping up to leadership is planning events and putting a smile on others' faces. I can do this by creating new opportunities for others to stand up, just like I am doing today. I really, really encourage you all to step up to leadership.
30 seconds. Ready, go.
I'm the best candidate because I'm hardworking, open-minded, and reliable. I'll make sure that all my promises from my platform are delivered, and I want to make a positive impact on the 8th grade during the 2025 and 2026 school year. Based on my past leadership experiences, I know that I'll successfully carry this through.
Thank you.
Okay, so I believe that I am a good candidate for office because I will try to incorporate all your ideas into our school, and I am a thinker, so I will always try to find a way to do everything that I can for you guys and just to give back to you guys if you voted for me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's the last question. That's the last question we have on this list. But are there any questions from any of the 7th or 8th grade or 7th grade attendees that would like to ask a question?
Anyone in the audience?
Yeah, anyone in the audience? There we go. Okay.
I'm not sure. I got here kind of late, so I'm not sure if this was your first question. But what are your guys' like, if you were elected, some things that you would bring to city council, like specifically?
Okay.
If you're willing to repeat that question into the microphone, so we make sure we get what the question was. So what are specific things you bring?
Okay, so specific. Sorry, specific. Okay, what are specific things you would change should you be elected to the student to class president? 15 or 30?
Yeah, let's do 20.
Okay, 20 seconds, and your time starts now.
Like I said with the suggestion box, I think that really for the events, instead of just planning them myself along with the board, I would really like to get opinions from others and not just myself. And I would also like to I would also like to I think that for the dances this year.
Okay.
Like I have said, I would not be alone in my journey. I would open polls and surveys for the students' voices to be heard. I would love to hear their opinion as well as my own, and I would wish to do whatever I can to help their community thrive, because they're mostly the ones enjoying our events.
Okay.
My goals and plans for next year is to host lots of fundraisers for different events, and I'm also going to conduct small questionnaires to get all the students' opinions on these different subjects.
Okay, thank you. And your time starts now.
So when you reach out, it can be scary sometimes, but I want to make it easier to feel more confident to reach out for what you need. And I also know that nobody can always be happy, but I would try to balance out the scale to the point where I can make the most people happy that I can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, one question I have, or sorry, actually we'll let you go first, because I am not impacted by this as nearly as much as you all. So, yes.
Do you have like any other plans other than like school dances, like improving school dances?
Okay, 20 seconds. Your time starts now.
Like I said with the pep rallies, I think that is really important because there are other teams that aren't just sports teams, and you don't want to just be sitting on the ground. And I also think that I would really like to change the climate surveys, because we all know that some people will just put in what makes the school look best and not what they actually believe.
Okay, thank you. Go.
So within reason, I would really like to set up some out-of-school activities, such as maybe in like Walnut Woods or out like in Walnut Hills or around the area. I would love to have some other services to help the environment around us, and some that we already have in Walnut Woods could be improved within reason, as I said.
Okay, thank you.
So, along with school dances, I'm also planning to improve the junior high tailgate and maybe even host like movie nights and fun spirit weeks with like engaging themes. And yeah.
So you can suggest anything you want, but I would want to like have a little activity every Friday afternoon just so that we can have a good spirit going into the weekend and so that we can just have fun from the hard week that we've had.
Okay, thank you. Okay, are there any?
Yeah. I was gonna ask, so I've heard you guys talking a lot about fundraisers, but like besides dances, what would you use that money on?
Okay, so the question is fundraisers, and besides the money raised from
Besides dances and tailgates.
what would that money be spent on? Okay, 20 seconds. Okay, ready?
So I'm going to be a little bit honest here. I don't really know what my limits are for what I can do, but I would definitely like to spend money on probably like just giving students opportunities. Maybe, for example, the choir program, we're going to Kings Island, but some kids can't afford that, but like we could use that to help pay to allow those students to go.
So as I said, like in Walnut Woods and outside the environment, I feel like we could really use some of the money and fundraisers for those. Depending on the budget, whatever we could do, then we would do it. I really want to improve the society around us and our school to make our lives better.
Okay.
So, the remaining budget that's not used on school dances, I plan to use it in the future for like higher grades. And also, I want to host like more like school activities, like I said, movie nights, and maybe even more. I don't know my limits yet either.
Okay, so we all have our bad and our good days, but sometimes bad days are just really bad. And so I would like to create a little thing where we choose a teacher and we give them all the students in their bells little just like treats and stuff just to brighten their day, because sometimes something that small can really make a difference.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Okay.
We have time for one more question,
Yeah, there we
and then
go.
we need to move to closing statements.
I was curious, you guys have talked a little bit about extracurriculars. What other kind of out-of-class plans do you have, more than just fundraisers, for more like almost extracurricular activities?
Okay, so let me just make sure I understand this question so I can repeat it accurately. What are the other plans for extracurriculars for your class as a whole? Okay, 20 seconds.
I think that's something that would be really fun and would be a fundraiser, is like a dance marathon or like a fun run. That's always fun and it brings people together. Also, the different clubs like the restoration of Walnut Woods could definitely be helped, and yeah, it would always make our community a better place.
So what I would really do is I would use our time wisely in what we have. We don't have too much time to do all this stuff, but we have enough to make a difference by putting our time into other extracurriculars, like sort of after school stuff, helping Walnut Woods, and we always have room for improvement.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so Outside of school, I think that we could maybe even like help those in need, and we can also always find ways to improve our school. I would also love to hear other students' opinions on what like they want to see outside of school, and maybe I can find that out of next year.
Thank you.
So I really respect sustainability and that category of like fundraising and stuff. So I would maybe want to like have a fun time doing it, like having like donuts and stuff on a random Sunday morning where a ton of people just get together and go and clean out Walnut Woods with their friends so that it can be fun and we can just make our school a better place.
Okay, sorry. Okay, thank you. So now we'll move into closing statements. If there's anything that you have not had the chance to say that you would like to say, you'll have 30 seconds each. And your time begins now.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone who came in here to listen to me and is supporting all of these people, because I think, yeah, it's good for the rest of the students to be supportive of those who are spending their time to do these sorts of things. And just like, if you have any questions about my platform or me, I'm open to suggestions and I would like to hear your questions.
Ready, go.
I just want to say it's such an honor to be up here, and all of you, thank you so much for coming. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do yet, but next year I can find out with the help of all of you. If you have any questions, make sure to reach out to me. I really have such big plans for this, and all I have left is to ask what I can do, and you guys can help me find that out.
Thank you. Okay. Your time begins now.
So I would really love to make a positive impact next year, and I want to make sure that everyone feels included and has a sense of belonging. And it would be my honor to be your president next year.
Your time begins now.
I would hope to not make this about me or StuCo. I would hope to make this about the entire student body as a whole, and hope that we could work together as one to make this place as like good and excellent as we can, and to the point like where we all are happy about the difference we made to the point where we graduate, and thank you for considering me as a candidate.
Thank you. Okay, so that.
Thank you all for so much for coming. So we have 4 amazing candidates. Make sure to vote. Make sure you get your friends to vote. Every vote matters. All politics is local.
Maybe one day
I'm gonna have to.
when you get.
There.